Hello and welcome, Illumineers. Today we're going to do an unboxing for all the products in Chapter 2. If you stay tuned at the end, we'll show you a special little item we got that you can kind of see in the background there. So sit back and enjoy this unboxing video. We were lucky enough to have Sabrina record this unboxing for us, so we're going to watch it right now. Also, I decided to rock the Donald Halloween shirt. I know it's a little late for that, but you know, I didn't get to upload any videos in October because I was a little busy, so we're gonna have to wear it this time around. Okay, let's start with the first product we got, which was a set of sleeves. We didn't get a set of sleeves in the first set. Also, if you want to see us unbox the first set, I had recorded the videos, I just hadn't got a chance to editing it, so let us know in the comments if you want to see us do an unboxing of all the product we have from the first set as well. All of it's also right behind me, so I don't know if that's something you're interested in. I can go over that as well. So let's start with the sleeves here. Sabrina pulled out the knife right away. I just want to clarify too, just in the beginning, just be careful with a knife when you're opening this, not only because you're going to cut yourself, but also because, you know, you could cut the product, and right now Lorcana is still really hard to get, so just be extra careful. Also, she made mention that this box was really strange to open. It was like that double fold, as you can see here, so it was like, I don't know, just unexpected. Honestly, I think the artwork on these sleeves is super nice. Also, Raya and the Last, what is it, Raya the Last Dragon and the Last Dragon, not a lot of viewership on that movie, unfortunately. I think it's really cool. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead in a second here. So as I would describe the sleeves, and as Sabrina described them too as she was unboxing these, she says it feels kind of almost papery, not in like a gonna fall apart kind of a way, but more as like just like a paint with drawing on top of it. It's also a matte finish on the front, as you can see she's demonstrating there. Really good texture on the sleeves, so I really enjoyed it. I don't know if that card got picked up, but we're gonna leave it in because why not? All right. Next, we're going to the first of the starter decks. So this one is the Queen and Gaston. I'm also going to be uploading gameplay videos of the starter decks, so you can see how those kind of perform. They're okay right now. Decent decks, I would say. Here, I'm going to take my headphones off. Also, with these ones, same way of opening. I don't know if anyone opened those first ones, but they were really hard to open. We later found out that opening from the bottom was a whole lot easier than trying to open from the top like this one. So Sabrina whips out the knife again. So what I was saying, I'm going to be uploading videos of gameplay of both of these starter decks. So stay tuned for those. Alright, same as the last set, you get that booster pack, you're going to get a rules and a little mini deck list, and then there's the deck itself. Let's jump ahead 30 seconds. Oh, let's go back 10. Okay, so this is the rules book, same as it was last time. Honestly, I think it's the same exact thing. You can see kind of differently though, that little bit of ink at the top. Here, I'm going to go back 10 seconds again. See as you unfold. So right there, you can see some of the ink right here, because this is Rise of the Floodborn, so there's been a spillage of ink. So characters are going crazy all over the place. And then the one other place you can see it is right up here. I'm also going to try and upload, here I can keep playing that. I'm going to upload a second story video if that's something you're interested in. I haven't really done the research into it yet, but I have to figure out kind of what's going on with the story. They don't release that much. I've read a lot of the flavor text on the cards, and I'm kind of getting an idea. So same setup with this one as well, just different colorations as well, and you can see the bleeding of the ink right through here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the cards, I believe. Yeah, okay, so she's opening the deck now. It's that same papery cover on the outside. You kind of just got to rip it. Ends up being the easiest. Okay, whoops, a little too far. Okay, so this is our first foil cover card, the Queen and Gaston. Let's give it a pause. Go back a little bit here, sorry. Let's see if we can pause it right on the card so we can read them a little bit first. Alright. Zooming in. So we got the queen. You can shift her when she quests. Opposing character gets -4 willpower, and a chosen character of yours gets +4 willpower. It's kind of hard to read. Decent ability, not bad. Certain situations it would definitely be better. I think in one of the decks where you're challenging a lot more, so you're gonna have to probably partner that up with Ruby more often than not. Okay, let's look at Gaston. All right, Gaston. Oops, I did it again. Britney Spears. All right, we got the queen. We got Gaston. Okay, Gaston is a shift 4, and when you play this character, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, I think is what that says. You may put 1 into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. It's a shift 4, so that makes it easier. Both of these are also Floodborn, as you can see on here, which plays into the overarching theme. It is Rise of the Floodborn, so that makes a lot of sense. Also, both of them shift, so I don't know if that's going to be a common theme throughout, is that Floodborn characters are the ones that shift. I think all the ones I've seen so far are Floodborn. I'm going to make a note on this when I edit if it's only the Floodborn that shift. Also, decent ability, quest for 4, 4/4 for 6. Without the inking is kind of tough. Since the queen can ink, it makes it a little easier to want to include her. But overall, pretty good cards. Okay, and then we got Bashful, one of the 7 dwarves, questing for 3, but can't quest unless you have another 7 dwarf. I'm tempted to make a tribal deck around the 7 dwarves. Christopher Robin was an overachiever in the decks that I played him. You just get bonus lore for having a bunch of characters. I mean, he costs 6, but as long as you're not playing insanely aggro decks, like it is a pretty solid swing, especially if you partner it in Amber, which often has a lot of characters out. And then you got Doc, which makes characters cheaper when he quests, so that's pretty good too. Dopey was one of my least well-performing of the elves, of the dwarves. Giving +2 when he dies, or banishes, isn't that great. Gaston is a decent singer, getting out Let It Go earlier. Grumpy was good too. Having a couple of them out made all of your dwarves pretty formidable. What's his name? Who's that? Happy? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna edit it in. You'll see it. It'll show the card. Also, pretty decent body. Giving support. I haven't built a support deck yet, but I think that would be a really fun theme. And then we got LeFou from the last set. So each deck does have some inclusions from the last set. And then we got Sleepy, who enters play exerted, which is the first time we've seen something like that, which I think is pretty cool. And then Sneezy, who when you play him, or when another dwarf comes in, one of your opponent's characters get -1, which actually isn't bad. And then Snow White, she removes 2 damage, and then Queen as your normal 1-drop. There's a bunch of 1-drops like this where they're 2/2s questing for 1. So, and then we got the Red Roses card. I forget what the name of it is. I'm gonna pop it up here again. It gives another character -1 willpower, and then you get to draw a card too, which isn't bad. And then we got Belle, you can see here as well. She is another from the last set, and she makes items cheaper. There's not that many items in this deck, if I remember correctly as well. No, there's a decent amount. Now that it's coming back to me, I remember it. There's a decent amount, so she can be helpful. Where the real help came in, we already passed over Cruella de Vil. She's okay. I'll go over more in the deck, the gameplay of the deck as well. But Hiram here, amazing card, came in real clutch, like banishing all the items that kind of became useless after a little while. To draw 2 cards lets you keep going and really keep your deck moving. See, there's another one of the basic 1-drops with Owl. Phil is from the last set as well. And then the Noke from Frozen 2. Winnie the Pooh was actually a cool new ramp card that we see. 4 dozen eggs gives you your first resist stuff, launch playing into the items. The crossbows, I never had a chance to really use them, but they worked really well for launch and for Hiram to banish your own items. Gumbo Pot is more removal. Popsicle, honestly, great cards. One of my favorite items, especially in the new set, and especially if you get some of the fox. What's his name? Nick. I think his name is Nick. Really good cards, though. Alright, so that's it for that starter deck. I think we're going to move on to the pack now. Also, I will give warning, this is the second take she did on this. For some reason, the Lorcana packs have just been really difficult to open compared to like other trading card games that we've played. Ratigan, pretty good. Evasion card, honestly, for common. More support. I think there's a pretty big support theme. Another one of the Snow Whites we already had. Winnie the Pooh, vanilla character. Felicia, getting reckless. Donald Duck, just a bigger body. The Prince having bodyguard and resist again. Pain and Panic pairing well together. If you want to see me do like a full set review, that's something that I can do. Oh, our rare is Bibbidi Boppidi Boo and Grand Pabby. But what I was saying, if you want me to do a full set review, I will happily do that. Try and go over the main themes that I'm seeing in it. And just kind of like give ideas to build around if you want to do your own deck building. So Bibbidi Boppidi Boo was our rare. Let's go back and look at that. We'll just look at rares and super rares and whatever the legendaries. So return chosen character of yours to your hand to play another character with the same cost for free, which is honestly a great theme. That the first deck I built for the bouncing theme in this was Amethyst and Steel, and now I'm kind of wishing I'm gonna go back and do an Amethyst and Emerald kind of deck around it. But I mean, both worked well. And then we got Grand Pabby. Whenever you remove one or more damage from one of your characters, gain 2 lore. Pretty decent with all the, like, in Amber I think has the most healing stuff. And then Beast was our foil, which was also a legendary. Sorry, so our first pack that we ever opened in Chapter 2, you get a legendary foil as our foil, which feels pretty good. I mean, it would be better if it was an enchantment, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Whenever an opposing character is damaged, you may ready this character. Very good, especially in the decks where you're just going to be constantly banishing stuff and challenging and that kind of stuff. And then Diver Mini is the like overall card. Last time it was Brave Tailor Mickey. Okay, the next starter deck is Steel and Amethyst. So this deck is actually going to have some of the stuff I was talking about with the Amethyst bouncing. This time we found opening from the bottom, like I said before, opening from the bottom. Unless I didn't say it. I think I said it. Opening from the bottom, far easier. So if you're opening starter decks, I recommend from the bottom. Also, we save all of ours. Here, I can show you. So opening from the top ended up like this, and like trying to save the box made it all warped. But opening from the bottom was a super easy retake. Not that you can see it. Also, I keep all of my counters. I don't know if other people do. Alright, Rulebook again. And the little mat. Become pretty casual of a video, but that's okay. Kind of like the style of it. Everything I've done has been so scripted before, so it's kind of nice to just like talk out the things instead of overthinking every little minute thing. Okay, Merlin is our first one. Oh, we're gonna do a zoom. Whenever one of your characters is returned to your hand, this character gets +1 lore for this turn. In theory, great with the theme. When I do the deck techs and the gameplay videos, you'll see it doesn't work super great in practice. And then we got Tiana, resist 2, and while this character is exerted and you have no cards in your hand, your opponents can't play actions. I haven't seen the second ability do anything yet, but the resist 2, it even before this set came out, everyone was talking about how much of a game changer that was going to be. It is powerful, honestly. That resist is a strong ability. Then we got our vanilla cards. More vanilla cards. Trying to get some water. Sorry if that was loud. Another Dr. Facilier. Oh, let's pause there. Sorry. Okay. This Hey has been awesome for me, especially in that bounce deck. Whenever he's banished in a challenge, you return him to your hand. He's like a phoenix that never ends. I mean, it's only 2 damage, but it also only costs 2. I feel like this should be way higher than an uncommon. Great card. I've really enjoyed it. And we got Kuzco. When he is banished, you get to draw a card. Not bad. Of all the Madam Mims. Ooh, shoot. Let's see if I can go back and get it. We're going a little fast there. Ooh, come on. Okay. And get it. Okay, of all the Madam Mims, this has been the best one I've used. The rare one. It has Rush, and it's all the Madam Mims have the same thing where when you play them, you have to return one of your characters to your hand or banish the Madam Mim. So Fox has been the best one I've used so far. She can just go in and take someone out really super easy and trigger one of your Merlins, which we're going to go over in a second. So this is the regular Madam Mim. Still strong, it feels like, as an uncommon. 3/3, questing for 1, for 2. Anyway. We're going to skip this Merlin because he's not that great. Don't use him. So Merlin Goat, we'll look at this one. So when you play him and when he leaves play, you gain 1 lore. So when you play him, that's the instant 1 lore. But when you return him to your hand, or when he's banished, or if he's put into... Actually, I don't know if it's when he's put into an inkwell. We'll double check on that. So when he goes into banish or back into your hand, you gain another lore. So that's how it partners with the Madam Mim. And I don't know. I just want the deck to work so bad. So I'll be releasing some gameplay of that. Rabbit, you get to draw a card. Squirrel, you get to like scry one or look at the top and put it on top or on the bottom. Freeze is from the last set. I'm Stuck. I did never really use it. Ended up in the inkwell. That Beast deals 1 damage when he enters. So that's another thing that you can use with Madam Mim is just a entering play effect. So then if you bounce it, you'll have that enter play effect again. Get to banish an item. Draw and discard with Cinderella. Which I've seen the pile for perfection. Ooh, and then the next one instantly set away. Vanilla character. Another vanilla, but you can shift. There's a shiftable Hercules in this set. Ooh, missed a Kronk. We're gonna go back for Kronk. Alright, so yep. Shiftable Hercules, and I was talking about it and I missed a Kronk. Okay, Kronk has resist 1. And during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you can deal 2 damage to any character. So awesome ability, but then again, you see how powerful Tiana Alone's resist can come in. She's already like negating this entire ability. And that's why Dragon's Fire. People are thinking Dragon's Fire is going to pick up in use. Or Be Prepared and that kind of stuff where it's a full-on banish. Alright, the Prince Eric was from last set. So the Huntsman, whenever this character quests, you draw a card, discard a card. That's Steel's draw engine. We got our Vanilla Tiana. The last cannons weren't that great. Mouse Armor, you can give one of your characters +1 or resist +1 until the start of your next turn. So that's a cool ability. It'd be kind of useless if it was just on your turn, and then they had their turn and just banish your character. So it's kind of nice to have that. Alright, let's see. Now we're going to go to the pack. There's the insanely quick cut to the pack. Okay, we got Mulan, Teacup, another Mulan, Arthur. Okay, we're in the commons. A new set of brooms, which is kind of cool, giving resist. That's why I did Steel originally, because I wanted to do like Merlin and his brooms. But the other broom, honestly, I ended up just using it in the inkwell more often than not. So I think I could just honestly stick with the Amethyst just to have the original broom and Mickey Wayward Sorcerer. It's a tangent. This one I'm so confused on. Why is this Lumiere rare? I get maybe it's because he's so big and powerful, but like he's a 7/7 for 7, questing for 2. Does not seem rare worthy. So if you know, answer, tell me in the comments, please. Okay, and now this one, I'm building a deck around this and a Sapphire Amber that I think will be really fun of just filling the board and then in one turn trying to quest for like an insane amount, having a whole bunch of things, getting her up to 10, and then her questing for 5 alone. I feel like it would take 5 or more characters to get her there anyway. So that could be pretty cool. And she's so cheap. Anyway. I digress. And then a foil Felicia. So that's 2 legendary so far, I think. So, not bad. And that's, yep, Diver Mini. Alright, now we got our Trove. The Trove is honestly an awesome product. As of right now, I'm using both of the boxes for just storage. I haven't got one of the... I really need to get one of the lore books, but I just haven't got around to that yet. Target has been selling them at MSRP if people are interested, and you have to order it online, I believe, but Anyway, so yeah, Trove's awesome. Get a bunch of packs. You get 2 deck boxes. You get your book that can actually be pretty helpful. You get some more damage counters. Yeah. So there's a player's guide. Same thing as last time. Has all the cards and allows you to check off like when you get them and stuff. There's counters. In the Mulan and Hercules product from last set, you got a lot more counters, and I got -5 counters, which were really cool. Okay, so yeah, the book has like the cards that they really like, the basic strategies, and then you can get mark when you get it in foil and when you get it in regular. Deck boxes are the same as last time as well. A little cheap, if I'm being honest. I mean, they work. Like the ones I have from the first chapter, they still work, and I still store a deck in them. They fit 60 cards sleeved, barely. But also see that crease that she just folded on right now? It's like right here and right here. In the first chapter ones, those ones broke like instantly. So I just taped them, but once I taped them up, they worked totally fine. So, I mean, the deck boxes are fine if you don't want to spend money on a different deck box, like the full-sized ones. These work good for your 60 cards, and then just store everything else in the Trove, because you have to have the Trove to get these. So yeah, see that right there? You can see it. Let's see if I can get a good angle of it. Okay, right there. You can see her thumb bending it. That's what broke on the last ones. These ones seem a little sturdy, or so far at least. So I'm hoping they stay that way. But we will certainly find out. Had a little hiccup there with the closing of the box. Sometimes it's hard. They're really annoying, and there's no way to like, unless you've played with a deck box like this, who knows? Like, no one's gonna know how to do it. But yeah, not bad. They're okay. Shows the art, which honestly I like. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Just some tape and they'll work forever. All right, you can store a bunch of cards in there. I don't know how many exactly, but you can like fit a good amount in that Trove. And then your 6 packs, is it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8 packs. Yeah, okay. So normally these, if you could get these at MSRP, would be even more of an insane value. Even with the markups that like every local game store and everywhere is doing, it's still not a bad deal, honestly. And getting the storage, and I mean, I'm a sucker for artwork, so that kind of helps too. Packs still hard to open. You just kind of got to rip them, which always feels weird when you're ripping open packs. Panic to go with pain. Decent cards, they're okay to combo off on. Nothing to hide. I really want to play with this one to see what it's like to look at other people's hand and what kind of advantage that would give you. More dwarves, I'm stuck, we already saw. Go the distance. That's damaged characters, so it plays really well in a lot of the Ruby stuff where you're challenging. Questing for 3, not bad. Cost 5, not great. More dwarves. So this Cinderella, I forget what the deck is, but there's a deck that people are already starting to build that like instantly combos off with this Cinderella. Like getting her to sing turn 2, 3-cost song, like you can just you can really go off with her. And costing 1, it's pretty powerful. And then another Grand Pabby, which we already saw, and then our foil is Cusco. And then more mini. Alright, the next pack, we got Ray, which I'm so happy there finally is a Ray, and he has evasion and quest for a bunch. I mean, he costs 5, which is tough. Popsicle, the roses thing. Facilier, a mini. Donald. You could see Minnie in the background of that one too, which I think is cool. And you can see Pinocchio in the last one. Pachu. What is his name? John Goodman. We're just going to call him John Goodman. Alright, so Pete is our rare. He's a 3/4 for 5 with ward, quest for 2. Take that whenever you play an action. This character gets +2 willpower. And when he has 7 or more, he gets +2 lore. So, not bad. Especially in green when you want to play... Not in green. In emerald where you want to play a lot of actions and stuff. Pretty decent. And then we got Mrs. Jobson. I don't know. I just watched The Great Mouse Detective for the first time. Because I saw how many of them were in this set. Judson, that's what it is. Pretty good. It's in the 80s when Disney was going through it. Anyway, I'm not going to go into Disney's animation history and the time periods. But this card, whenever you play a Floodborn character, You may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exert it. So it's ramp for 4. That's why she obviously doesn't go into the inkwell, because she's ramping you. And I've for like every single one I've seen, they never do. 1/5 quest for 2. It's not bad. And that shows you the first little bits of the Floodborn sub-theme throughout the whole set. Because I mean, Rise of the Floodborn. And then Li Shang is our foil. Okay, now we're gonna skip ahead like 30 seconds to get. All right, we went too far. Here's our next pack. Enchantress. Duke Weaselton. Milan. If you watched my Ruby Emerald from the last video, you'll see that I'm really happy for the inclusion of Duke Weaselton, because I think the Duke of Weselton joke is really funny. Tiana, Cheshire. Also in Cheshire Cat, let's see if I can go back. This, if you don't find this interesting, skip ahead like 30 seconds, but this is going to be about the story, which I find really interesting. Okay, shoot, you can't even read it. Also, so in the flavor text in this, it's starting to talk about the spillage of ink, and he's telling Alice, things are always changing, you know, and that's something would be quite a change if they didn't stop the flood, because she says she doesn't see the flood of ink down here. So I don't know. that might have been a very pointless thing to include, but I just find it fascinating. Okay, so we got super rare Dr. Facilier. Doesn't shift at 7 cost, which feels a little iffy. Very expensive card. But evasion is a 4/4 quest for 3. Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character can't quest during the next turn. Can be really helpful. Then we got another Tiana as another super rare. And then our foil is Rapunzel. So it can be helpful. I've played a little bit last set with the idea of controlling who can quest and who has like reckless or whatever. And it works sometimes, but you have to like set up your deck specifically to be wanting to receive that kind of stuff, which I'm sure can be done. I just haven't done it yet, and I probably will. So don't worry. If you want that one specifically, let me know for sure. Okay, next set. Improvise, boosting willpower. Commons, Rapunzel. Man, it is super saturated on this. I'll try next time to get a little bit better of a recording for the unboxing so you can see the cards a lot better. We got a Floodborn Queen of Hearts. So this is an uncommon shifter, which I don't think we had in the last set. Whenever one of your characters challenges another character, you may draw a card. So plays perfectly into the red, the Ruby deck. I want to build one right now too that's really heavy on challenging, and like that's how you get all your lore. Weight set is kind of fun, so that's the rare. When you ever play like a big creature with character with 4 willpower or more, you pay 1 draw card. And then this Mickey is pretty strong. Whenever this character quests, you get to pay 3 less for the next one. And then we got a rare foil. So that Mickey and Amber is pretty good. I'm sure if you did like a Amber Sapphire ramp and had him in it, then it would be pretty powerful. Teeth and Ambitions deal 2 damage to chosen character of yours, and to deal 2 damage to another chosen character. So 2 damage for 2 damage. Not bad, honestly. And some of your characters in Ruby and I think in Emerald, like it pays to have them damage, and like the healing works really well. Like pays to heal your characters as well. Which you could see in the Grand Pappy that we had before. Oh, and then I guess we hit our full Diver Mini. There you go. Just like the last one, a little bit of sketches in the background. All right, let's skip ahead. All right, we got the Queen. Chip. Baloo. Charge is honestly a pretty good card. Skipped over it pretty quick, but we're getting long. Chipmunk does a Floodborn thing. There's another Floodborn uncommon with Cruella de Vil. First rare plays into challenging as well. I'll put it up on the thing because it's way too oversaturated. And then Sisu, whenever this character quests, you look at the top 2 cards of your deck, you put 1 in your hand, the rest in the bottom. Pretty cool, like deciding what you're getting. And then knock foil for our foil. Ooh, way too far. Okay, we'll skip through most of the commons. Like I said, if you want to see me do a full set review, I can do a full set review. But for this video, we're just going to kind of skip, try and get to the rares and stuff. So Pinocchio, 2-drop, 1/1 quest for 3, super strong. But what I've noticed, like with like I assume this one, and then like last set with Minnie and Maleficent, they're gonna die right away. So if you have Bodyguard, it works, but if not. And then Hiram, again, great in the item deck. And our foil is Card Soldiers. Alright, rare is Ratigan. When you play this character, exert chosen opponent character with 3 willpower or less. Choose one of your characters, ready them. They can't quest, so it's kind of like ready and take out the other character. And then Kronk again. And then foil Mulan, another Floodborn, really cool. Singer, kind of a thing, so it can play into like a princess deck, which I plan on building. Don't worry, we're gonna get there. Princess singers. Maybe princess items. Maybe princess singer items. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, let's skip ahead. Zero to Hero, really cool card, which I want to look at in one of the decks. Wreck-It Ralph for the first time, which is cool. There's the Hercules, so you can shift him onto the cheaper one. Resist 2, so that makes his 3 willpower, strength. Have I been saying it wrong? I've been saying it this wrong the whole time. Well, we're not going to worry about it. His willpower of 3 not seem that bad. His strength of 6 seeming really strong. Shifting for 4. Bibbidi boppity boo. Oh man, that's so embarrassing. This is a casual video, like I said already. It's a casual video this time around. It's going to be fine that I them backwards the whole time. Oh man. Okay. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Okay, and here is our special thing. The Disney 100 celebration Lorcana special pack thing. You get 4 boosters from the second set, and you get all of the cards shown on the front there. And special art signed by the artist, which is awesome. And then on the back, it also gives a little story about who the artist is, what they've done for Disney, and yeah, shows the card that they made for us. And you get all the cards, and it's a really nice art. It's a nice alternative art to have. It's like the enchantments, and just a special thing that I really enjoy. This box was insanely hard to open. She's showing it right there. Like, what kind of glue was on there? I don't know, but be very careful. She pulled out the knife for this, but be very careful because like this is an expensive and delicate product, so be careful. All right, and then it comes in this thing, which is what the Mulan and Hades thing came in last time, so it's kind of the same thing as that. Last time though, these black areas were all filled with counters, which was cool. All right, and she slid them out. You got the packs. All right, we got the sleeves right away for these ones too, because really fancy cards, so just want to be careful. All right, there's the first one. We got our big old Maui, super shiny. One thing that did happen with these is something that happened with, and she's showing it right now, with some magic cards we got recently that are full foil like this. They've just been warping a lot. It happened with these. You just gotta like put them under something heavy for a while and they kind of go back. So the same thing happened with these ones. So awesome cards. Really awesome art. You just got to be careful of that minor warping. So then we got Maleficent, again warped, Stitch, a little bit warped, Genie warped a little bit, and then Elsa and Mickey. We're going to see, she's showing you right there the curvature on them. Really, really cool cards. I really like the art style. So if you're into alternate art cards, just really cool ones to have. And all of them are cards that you would use like in their respective decks. They are good cards too. It's not like they like did the worst cards just trying to get someone to play these terrible cards. These are all strong cards. Every single one of them except for that Elsa, I think I've put into a deck. So yeah, I really think they're awesome. Really cool thing that they came out with special for Disney 100. And then we get also the 4 packs as well. Again, Sabrina struggling with the opening of the packs. Alright, Basil. Let's see if we can we turn up playback speed? Yeah, let's go 1.5. Panic, Cinderella, Jafar, decent. Shifter 2. Shere Khan. Beast again, we got the foil one earlier, and then our foil is I'm Stuck. Alright, let's go to the next pack. Oops, a little too far. Okay. James, surprisingly good, like a better version of Grandma. Well, more expensive version of Grandma. Grandma Tala. All right, wait set again, and then Peter Pan's Shadow, really cool. Rush evasion, and our characters with Rush have evasion, just really cool card. And then Honest John as our rare foil, plays into the Floodborn thing again. The Peter Pan's Shadow, really cool card. I haven't built one specifically around a lot of Rush characters, but to have characters with Rush and evasion in Amethyst is a common thing. It's pretty cool. All right, we're going zipping through these. All right, Pete again, and then Miss Judson again, and go the distance in foil. And here's our last pack. We got another Duke of Weaselton, Imsaka, Tigger. That Donald actually pretty good. Corella shifting, Queen shifting, Cinderella again, another Mickey, and then our foil is Prince Naveen. Alright, so overall, really fun products to open. The Disney 100 set little box thing is really, really cool. The artwork's really original, and to see the artists showcased with their little signatures and their little stories on the back, really awesome to see. Unfortunately, we didn't get any enchantments, but we got a good amount of legendaries. We got a lot of rares. We got our foils in rare too, which was a really nice thing to have. And the set overall is looking really cool. If you have any questions about any of the stuff we unboxed or any of the products at all in this set, or if you want to see the video from the last set, I can work on that and upload it. Just let us know in the comments, reach out, and we get back to you. I think I've responded to every single comment. Other than that, look to our deck lists and gameplay videos that are going to be coming out real soon, and have a magical day.